Hello to all students. I hope you are doing fine. I am Professor Masood Fuzail. Today we are going to discuss the process of fertilization and their types. Fertilization is the union of male and female gametes, egg and sperm, for production of gamete and embryo and for continuation of the next generation during a process known as sexual reproduction. Fertilization is of two types. The first type is external fertilization and the other one is internal fertilization. First of all, we will discuss about external fertilization. External fertilization usually takes place in aquatic environment. As you know that aquatic environment is an environment which contain water. It could be sea water or it could be a fresh water. Aquatic environment is very soft, healthy, and it does not kill the egg and sperm. So organisms living in the aquatic environment usually reproduce by external fertilization. There are three types of group of animal kingdom which reproduce by external fertilization. The first group is all invertebrates. All the invertebrates living in fresh water and sea water reproduce by external fertilization. Fishes are also do external fertilization. Different groups of fishes use this mechanism, and amphibians which require aquatic environment for reproduction, they also do external fertilization. During external fertilization, male and female reaches at a certain point. Like I have shown you with the diagram, this is the male fish, this is the female fish. They make a nest somewhere in the water where there are some stones and seaweeds are present, and they think that this is a hiding place for their eggs. Female during breeding season, under the stimulus from male, releases millions of eggs in the nest. During aquatic or external fertilization, eggs are produced in large number because many of the eggs can be destroyed by water currents, by other fishes which eat them up, and some aquatic birds can also eat these eggs. So millions of eggs are laid down by female fish. At the same time, male releases sperms in the water right where the eggs have been laid down. These sperms, as you can see in the diagram, these are red color diagram, shows that these are sperm. These sperm reaches by eggs with the help of chemotaxis and fertilizes the sperms. It is very important that both male and female releases the sperms and egg at the same times, so that fertilization can be made sure. The two things are very important in the external fertilization. Number one, the gamete should be produced in large number, so that if the gametes have been lost by water currents or by preying by other predation, so that enough eggs can be saved from after fertilization, which can produce new generation. The second important thing is that gametes should be produced at the same time, because if eggs are laid down early and sperms reach late, eggs can be destroyed, and even if the sperms are released earlier and eggs are released late, the fertilization will not be possible. So both the male and female should release eggs and sperm at the same time. So in this way, external fertilization takes place in an aquatic environment, and it takes place in invertebrates, fishes and amphibians. The second type of fertilization which takes place in water, terrestrial environment, is known as internal fertilization. As you know that terrestrial environment is that environment which is very harsh due to high temperature and sunlight. So such animals which are living on terrestrial environment, like reptiles, like birds and mammals, they usually adopt a strategy of internal fertilization. During internal fertilization, male after copulation lodged in the gametes sperms into the body of reproductive tract of the female. So sperms and eggs are fertilized inside the reproductive tract of the female body. This is known as internal fertilization. Eggs are produced inside the usually different number of eggs are produced by different organisms. Eggs, I have taken a small piece of an egg from an organism. This egg contains an outer layer of jelly-like material which is known as zona pellucida. The inner layer is known as plasma membrane, and while the inner side is contain cortex of the egg, which contain cortical granules and also other organelles. When male releases sperms inside the female reproductive tract, many millions of sperms try to fertilize the egg, and you can see in the diagram these two sperms are reaching at the surface of the egg to fertilize it. As you know, the structure of a sperm, it has acrosome, which is a head of the sperm, which has some enzyme to helps to penetrate in the cavity of the egg. Behind the acrosome there is a cell body which contain nucleus, and behind the nucleus there is a neck where mitochondria and other organelles are present, and there is a tail which helps in the movement of the sperm. Sperms reaches towards egg with the help of chemotaxis. Some hormones or chemical substances are released by the eggs, which helps and guides sperms to reach the surface of the egg. So millions and many thousands of eggs at the same time reaches out the surface of the egg. I have shown you only two sperms at this time. In the second diagram, you can see that the enzymes are released by the acrosome of the sperm, which dissolve the outer gel-like surface which is known as zona pellucida, and also the inner membrane of the egg, and helps the penetration of the sperm. In the third diagram, as you can see here, a cortical granule is discharged from the sperm, and enzymes dissolve the surface of the egg, and head of the sperm is penetrating into the surface of the egg. And in the next diagram, as you can see right here, the sperm has penetrated inside the egg, and after penetration both nuclei of sperm and egg fuse together to form zygote, which later on change into embryo. At this time, as soon as the sperm entered, just after entering the sperm, in few seconds they form a membrane which is known as fertilization membrane. This fertilization membrane makes sure that no other sperm can enter inside the egg, so that only single sperm can fertilize an egg, because if more than one sperm will fuse with the egg, then that will be called polyspermy, and that will polygamy, and that will produce an abnormal embryo. So it is very important that fertilization membrane form as soon as the sperm enters into the surface of the egg. I have made some guideline for you. First of all, there is a sperm. Sperm has a structure which is known as acrosome, which has certain enzymes known as lysins. Lysins attach on the surface of the egg and dissolve the plasma membrane and outer surface of the egg, the proteinaceous coat of the egg, which is usually made up of protein and sometime protein, which is also known as mucoprotein, which contain polysaccharide and protein. Protein coat is dissolved by lysin enzyme, and then which helps to penetrate the sperms into the surface of the egg. And as you can see in the diagram, egg sperm penetrate into the egg. After penetration of the egg, fertilization membrane is formed around the surface of the egg, so that no more sperms can penetrate in the egg. After the formation of fertilization membrane, a region is produced which is known as gray crescent, right opposite to the and penetration of the sperm. A region is formed which is known as gray crescent, which we will discuss later in next coming lecture. This gray crescent is very important role in the development of the embryo into an adult, which we will discuss later on the next lecture. So in this way, the sperm fertilizes egg, and this process is known as internal fertilization, which takes place in terrestrial environment. And there are three major groups: reptile, birds and mammal, which usually do internal fertilization during sexual reproduction process of their life. So in this way, today we have discussed two types of fertilization: external fertilization and internal fertilization. I hope you have understood this lecture. If you do, please like it, subscribe it, and share with your friends, and we'll see you in the next lecture. Bye.